discretion is advised.
Hello there, everyone. Welcome back to Geeking Out. I'm yours, Shirley. The Datefighter here with the boys, Dom Prime and freaking Aries, man. Yo, what's happening? What is happening? What is happening?
Me?
Vader's about to go, baby. Vader's about to go. He's out. He already bought his tickets. He's going on vacation. Okay, he's not gonna last.
And he's gonna be out again, like we were talking about before he came on here, right? Jeez.
Yep. Dude.
You have to wonder if you guys think it's gonna. I had someone ask me this question today on one of the videos on a comment saying, "Hey, is Return of the Jedi Vader really coming now?" Because I don't know if this has anything to do with it, but what do you guys think? I'd love to see that.
Well, apparently, according to the collector, Vader just went waitlist again.
Yeah, you do.
It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen again. Unfortunately, that's how the Vader work. That's how these waitlisted works. They go waitlisted for a day, and then they come back again with new batches. That they have at Sideshow, and then they go right back into waitlisted. They go back into add to carts, and then they go back to waitlisted a week after. And then that's when all hell breaks loose. Then that's when you worry. Yeah, I think we have one more week with Vader, or a few days, and that's it. Because he's at the car right now. So
I'll be honest with you. I don't think he's gonna last past Thursday night, tomorrow night, flat out. Because all of this, people are gonna get FOMO, fear of missing out. It's already gone waitlist and then came back, possibly waitlist and then come back again. So I really think tomorrow night, Friday coming up, people are getting paid. By tomorrow night, this thing might be gone.
I agree,
dude. Yeah. This is scary. Man. This is the second batch. This is literally not second batch. The second reissue of the ASB Vader, just in the 40th anniversary packaging. Before this happened, this Vader was already hitting the $400 resale range when the first Vader sold out. And then Hottoys popped in with the 40th anniversaries of Boba Fett and Vader. So I'm telling y'all, this was your second chance.
Third, actually.
A third chance.
Amazing figure, man. You got it right. I mean, I love this figure.
Yeah, and when the previous run was up, it was still waitlisted, and it was waitlisted at 260 or 265. But then this one came out, it was listed at 285. So, I mean, Hot Toys knows what's going up, and they say an extra $20 is an extra $20, and they can get away with it.
Yeah, they can. And when did this come out, Don? This came out, I think they announced this during last year, right? It was May the 4th. This and the vintage color were two announcements during the May 4th time last year, correct?
I think so.
Either May the 4th or during the summer, because I remember Vader selling out in the winter spring time.
Maybe someone in the comments. I think it was May the 4th. Interesting, because it's been a long time. And it's making me think, if it was May the 4th instead of the summer, does that mean we're going to get another Vader now, May the 4th, as well, which would be nice.
Dude, the only Vader I want is the Return of Jedi once. I already got this ordered, okay? I already about to pay this off this week. But the one Vader I want in my life, okay, is the 1/6 scale Return of Jedi. I already got the quarter scale up here. He's up there, chilling, okay? I just need the 1/6 Vader to end all Vaders, okay?
Oh, that quarter scale is sick, dude. I mean, I was so close to buying that so many times. I can't even tell you both, but I'm just staying true in. Otherwise, I'll start branching out. And I'm one of those guys, if I branch out, I'm just going to keep going. I'm going to keep going. So I got to be careful.
Oh, no, believe that. But
I want that in 1/6, guys. I mean, I was bringing it up before that, I think they're going to give us, I could see them giving us a Revenge of the Sith Vader to kind of, go along with whatever they do with Anakin in that Obi-Wan series, or maybe something else. And
well, especially if he somehow shows up in Bad Batch, because by this point, if they're transitioning, he'll be Vader in Vader's suit.
You're right.
And
Yep.
that would, I mean, and that,
like the Emperor there, yeah.
Exactly. So at this point, you can release it under either title or either under brand, and it's gonna hit both, the prequel fans and the Bad Batch Clone Wars fans.
Yeah.
And it's a double hit for for a double market.
Yeah, and right there, guys, if you put OG fans' latest comment on there about 40th Vader, it was May 4th, so Nate, is it possible? Return of the Jedi, May 4th.
Well, we'll see a Return of the Jedi, but we won't see a pre-order. We probably won't see him. We probably see a reveal of him, but we won't see a pre-order till maybe the end of the year.
Hey, I'm
possibly.
fine if they just look. Even if they just did that with Bespin Han, I would fall off my chair. I just need to see it.
When there's a Vader, there's a way. Okay,
Yeah.
As long as Vader doesn't get canceled, okay, Vader will live on with Hottoys to the end of time. Yep. Okay, Vader, the two absolutes. Okay, Vader and Boba Fett. There will always be a Vader. There will always be a Boba Fett. You just gotta pick your poison. I like my ESB Vader. I like my ESB Boba. Depends on you, because Hottoys is just gonna keep making these, milk these to the end of time.
Now, what about Luke though? I know it's not the same as Vader or Fett, with the whole costume and everything, but. Yeah.
What are you talking about? It's the same thing. It's the same thing. We got like Snowspeeder Luke. Maybe we might see a Luke Skywalker Return of the Jedi X-wing Luke.
Luke's ceremony from A New Hope.
Ooh, that'd be perfect. That'd be perfect. Oh my god! I mean, my opportunity to get a New Hope.
That seems more like a convention exclusive. When award ceremony, Luke.
Yeah.
That screams convention exclusive, not a regular retail release.
There you go. There will always be an Iron Man. That's true. You got me there. James. You got me there. But also, I think there was a question here. They're not a question, but Punisher. He spit some facts here. There's only one Vader for me, and that's my Rogue One. Here's my Rogue One Darth Vader right here too. This is my boy. This is my first Vader. This is my first hot toy. This was my first in 2016 when I bought it right before the Rogue One release. Okay, I was at the theater. It was beautiful.
Listen, you're making me jealous. I don't got that one.
That's mine, then. You can't have it.
It's too much money.
Don't even look at it. Don't even look
Come on,
at it.
give me a price, Nate. Come on, give me a deal, brother.
Give you a deal. I give you 400. Okay.
Hey, fan price. Hey,
I can get a 400.
Reasonable. Hey, I need a reasonable price.
Yeah.
Oh my god, the memes are gonna be funny.
Hey, I'll tell you what though. Can they reissue that Rogue One Vader with all the Rogue One stuff? I
don't see a Rogue One. I don't see a Rogue One reissue, but I can see them pulling the Rogue One body from, because they've pulled bodies before from different figures and put it and repackaged them as another freaking movie. Hot Toys has done that before, so I could see them pulling the Rogue One Darth Vader and just making it the Kenobi Vader. I could see that. I could see them doing that.
Yeah.
True.
Man, it's Vader. For me, Vader and Luke will always be Star Wars at its at its core. I mean,
it's the golden age. It will always be the golden age characters. Okay.
Yeah.
Then we have the Silver Age with the prequels, and then we got the Bronze Age with the sequel trilogy.
Dude, just the back of that head sculpt you were just showing. I mean,
okay, let me go back. Let me go back. I was playing around too much.
Yeah, no, I mean, it's awesome. And if we could just get the front now.
There you go.
You just got to get the front, baby. We got to get the front. Got to get the whole head sculpt.
And that's why I think at the Return of the Jedi, you're gonna get the full portrait. I think it's coming too.
Yeah, the full portrait already is beautiful on the quarter scale. Like, I love it. If I could pull the quarter scale head sculpt right now, I'm gonna say I can. Nope, I can't. Well, no, I can't. Okay, I gotta reach out, reach for it.
Use the Force, Nate.
Use it.
Use the swords.
Use the swords. There you go. Let me see. I gotta pull me back. Oh my god, he's too white. He's too close to the. He's
Look at that, baby.
Now it looks like an alien.
I love this thing. I really love this. I really love this head sculpt. I just have Vader with his arm cut off, the quarter scale Vader, and that's all. That's all I have him on. There you go. Cool. But yes, guys. If you guys need to hop on the 40th anniversary Vader, because the 40th anniversary Vader, this could be the last one for a good minute. Okay.
Yeah.
It could be. We probably won't see another Vader till 2-3 years down the line.
Yeah, and I was following some auctions today that just got listed right when this happened, and people started watching it like crazy. It's big, they're starting to get bids on it, and I can really see this thing just immediately like selling for something like $385 or maybe even $400, right even after the first few weeks. Honestly, I could.
Well, I think it might actually go higher because, again, if this is the last run of technically the second reissue, I mean, once it's done, I think this thing will actually switch from, waitlist to sold out.
Yeah.
Like, because that's it. There's no hope of any additional runs aside from, potential stock found, at the Sideshow or the Hottoys warehouse. And they fill a few, a few waitlists. This thing is gonna be sold out forever, gone, bye, no hope, no options.
The thing is, this is the goal. The thing is, everyone considers, almost every Star Wars fan in existence considers The Empire Strikes Back as the golden film. This is like the best film in the trilogy. Mm-hmm. Then we got the OGs with the New Hope, of course, which considers
baby.
Yeah, considers that Star Wars. Okay, that's the true Star Wars is Star Wars.
Look,
there's only
number
one Star
2 for
Wars.
me.
Yeah.
New Hope number 1, Empire Strikes Back number 2, Return of the Jedi number 3.
And then it's Return of the Jedi, of course. It's a lot of people like. I loved Return of the Jedi when I was a kid. When I was a kid, I loved Return of the Jedi. But when I grew up, I respected Return of the Jedi, but I had more appreciation for The Empire Strikes Back.
Look, dudes, I was watching Empire Strikes Back just a couple weeks ago, and as far as like heart-pumping action, like I was watching that from beginning to end, like for the 923,000th time, and just from freaking the opening thing in Hoth, and then they're escaping Hoth, and then you got the Millennium Falcon, trying to escape all those Star Destroyers, and then you got, I mean, it just kept going and going and going. It was like, what a ride. I mean, that one was, I don't know, I love that movie. I could talk about it all day.
It is. Let's see, who was it? Aaron Kirshner, who directed it?
Yeah.
Aaron Kirshner, man, he should have came back for Return of the Jedi. I swear, I would love to see what he would have done with Return of the Jedi.
Imagine what he would have done with The Force Awakens.
But, man, rest in peace, Aaron Kirshner. Rest in peace.
His kid wrote Solo, or partly wrote Solo.
That's what I heard, too. But then the thing is, Kathleen Kennedy came in and just redid everything again. So, at that point, it doesn't matter. We don't even know what was the true vision of that film. Because they reshot like 90% of it.
Yeah, after Empire Strikes Back, I almost wish he directed every Star Wars film. I mean, it was good. I mean, he did a good job. Wow. I mean, They all did a good job in their own ways, all the directors with everything. But, yeah, I mean, that Empire Strikes Back, like I said, it was heart-pumping and heart-thumping and crazy. Even after all these years, my heart rate goes up. I'm like getting all into this. I'm like, yeah, let's go.
Well, this is my setup. Whenever I watch Star Wars Marathon, I start with the Phantom Menace. And, if I ever have kids, I'll start them with The New Hope, then Empire. But I want them reaction. I want their reaction when they find out that Vader is Luke's father. And then we'll hop on to the prequel trilogy. And then after Revenge of the Sith, we'll hop on right into Return of the Jedi to end it all. And then we'll hop on to Mandalorian. and then the sequel trilogy never existed. Is there any more movies? You're just giving me shows. There's no more movies.
Yeah, there is. Caravan of Courage. All the Ewok movies.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
They're technically canon.
Oh god, yeah, it's true now. They are canon. They are canon. But yeah, that's pretty much my order to watch. So that'd be fun.
You know, here's the thing. I know we were talking about it earlier today, Nate. So you know, I've been watching that 40th anniversary Empire Strikes Back Boba Fett, and you're right. That thing is, and you know, it's still on pre-order. It doesn't say the word stock, you know, if you will, on there, but. I don't know. I think that I got mine like 4 or 5 weeks ago. I'm wondering what's up with that.
This one's going to scary. This one's scary because one, it's probably still stuck in the boats because people are not getting their Boba Fetts. This is still on pre-order, right? And also, this one has been limited to one since the very beginning. Now Darth Vader. Now Darth Vader got more. Darth Vader got more orders in because when they first started, Boba Fett and Vader were both limited to one. And then they switched to Vader. The next day, after they put it up for pre-order, they switched it back to unlimited. So that tells me they had a lot more batches coming in for Vader compared to Boba Fett. So Boba Fett, he can literally... Let me check real quick. Boba Fett can literally... Okay, he's good. Boba Fett can literally, right... Boba can literally sell out before it's in stock, and that's what's scary.
Yeah, I think there is a recipe for that, man. I think you're right, and I think that they're all done producing it, so whatever's on those boats, that's it.
Yeah, that's true. Any more word, Don Prime, on what's going on with the boats? Because you always have something about the boats.
It's just a backlog in, you know, the LA area, you know, LA Harbor, Long Beach, that area. It's just get a number and wait your turn to, you know, come in and, to get a slip and have people unload your stock in in the docks. That's about it.
Hey, Don, when do you think those boats actually left, though? Like in your opinion, like when do you think that they left? You know, from overseas. How long they've been there?
I have no idea. I mean, there were some reports some boats were waiting 3.5 weeks anchored.
I guess because I'm wondering, are there any IG-11s on there? Even more importantly,
IG-11s.
How about heavy infantry? Is there any last bits?
Probably. I don't know. I mean...
Now, here's the thing. There has been... Usually, during the May 4th season for Sideshow, they usually pop out figures that sold out months ago, like maybe a month or two. So we might see a heavy infantry get back in stock again, but just for maybe just for a little bit, just enough to where people can jump in, get one, and that's it. There's probably going to be one or two of them just available, and that's it. It does happen. It does happen. So you gotta be ready. You gotta have your. Now here's the thing though. What people don't know is that sometimes when they have these figures back in stock again, they don't got payment plans. So you gotta have that $300 ready to pay up that figure. Unless you got $300 worth of reward points, then good luck.
No payment plans, no financing. Pay up or don't play.
There was some time last year where that actually happened. I think with Chirrut.
Yeah,
and I forgot which Jyn Erso, and I freaking missed it. Like you're talking about, like it was gone in like it must have been 10 minutes.
Yeah, that's true. That's what happened. The thing is, I think Chirrut happened. You know what's funny? Chirrut and Jyn happened multiple times through the year. Like it was not even once. It was like 2 or 3 times. And I remember because every time the quarter scale Boba Fett popped up, someone came out and said, "Oh, there's another Chirrut. Oh my God, there's another Jyn. They're finding these."
Yeah, it's crazy. But I think you're right, guys. That I think that there is a perfect storm for this Empire Strikes Back Boba Fett, and it's been limit 1 per customer, and I could actually see this one never actually getting in stock. So, Don, I'm glad you got yours coming in. I got mine.
I got the original Boba Fett. I got the original ESB Boba Fett. I don't need the 40th. I'm thinking about getting another one. I'm thinking about getting
the original. I mean, you really don't. Well, you can switch it because it comes with that other helmet. Then, if you got 2,
I know.
I was thinking that too. But
I mean, that's what I'm going to do with mine. I've got the Sideshow.
That is true. I can do that. Yeah.
Yep, and then I'll convert it, and then I'll throw the Rex head sculpt on there, so I'll have an amalgamation Fett.
Now, here's the thing, though. People don't know this. A lot of people don't know this. It's funny. This 40th anniversary Boba Fett is the deluxe version, just in the 40th anniversary packaging. So you get all the deluxe features that you see right here. You get all the extra accessories, all that jazz. You still get it with the 40th packaging. And there's people out there that are buying the deluxe version for hella money and not realizing, wait a minute, you mean to tell me the 40th anniversary was the one that also had the accessories? I didn't know this. Well, look up at the figure and read. I'm sorry. Reading is fundamental. God.
Look, it came with a lot. And then that box is awesome as well. I wish it would have came, honestly, with the... I didn't get a sleeve with mine. I got the 40th anniversary Vader and got... actually... I'm mistaken. When I got the vintage color Boba Fett, it didn't come with the sleeve. That's the one I'm talking about, which was a little disappointing once I saw with this Fett that it came with a sleeve and that Darth Vader one, because I like to display the boxes. So almost my vintage color box looks out of place a little bit. But yeah. But yeah, no, this figure's awesome.
Yeah, I just throw all my boxes in a closet and hope it's not overfilling.
Yeah, me too. That's what I do too. I'm trying to. Actually, I need to go through it because I bought the old. I didn't buy these, but I was able to procure them or pick them up. Free of charge. These plastic containers that I wanted to put all the accessories in.
Look at DBS got his Cody today from Waitlist.
Oh my God! Really?
There you go.
Wow.
There's hope.
Wow, you see? That's the dream. That is the dream right there. Wow.
That thing is, I've been tracking it. That is a $400 tier range figure. Low 400 average, but man.
Nah, man. Dudes. So, all I'm saying is, guys, do not sleep on the Boba Fetts. Do not sleep on the ESB line. That's the golden line right there, okay? Do not sleep on it, because once it sells out, they're not going to come back and reissue those, okay? They're not going to come back. They're going to keep moving on to Return of the Jedi. So, your Vader and the Boba Fett, this is your chance to pick them up from the ESB. Okay?
Then you're warning everybody about Bespin Leia, which you could still kind of get for 300, high 200s right now.
If Bespin Han pops up, say goodbye. Say goodbye to that Bespin Leia. That's the point of no return.
Yep.
Listen.
Point of no return.
Lando needs help. So I think it's a smart announcement if they come out with that Bespin Han right now. Not only does it take that Leia Bespin over the moon probably in the secondary market quickly, but probably Lando goes way up in the pre-orders.
Oh yeah, the Lando, he's been down there. I did the video on it today on it. Mm-hmm. He's been down there, and it's sad to see that he's not getting much love. I think another reason why he's not getting much love is because, who are you gonna pose it with? There's no other figures out there you can pose it with, unless with Bespin Leia. When he's smoothing her, you old smoothie. Man, I love my Colt 45, man.
The best. It's the best, baby. Listen, I absolutely could see it, and I think that Bespin Han helps Lando more than Bespin Luke would, and I know all three of us kind of feel the same way about Bespin Luke and the reasons why. And Don, I know you and I were talking about too when you were on my show. It's just it's too much with all the Lukes right now. So I think that's coming. It's just not going to come. I mean, if they release that Bespin Luke tomorrow or on May 4th, I'm all in, man. I mean, that's a pop-up stream. I mean, but I think that at the end of the day, the Bespin Han helps the sales of Lando even more than that Luke would.
Yeah, but if Bespin Luke, if Bespin Han does come out, and then you already got Lando, then does Sideshow attempt their own version of Han and Carbonite, and then considering you could do a display, then Hoth Leia actually goes up in value as well, because if she switches at the end, when Chewie goes after Lando, and they try to grab Han back, so you can do that display, but it's not Bespin Leia; it's actually a Hoth Leia that you need, for the final fight scene.
Yeah, they've done so well with these Leia's Hottoys, honestly. I mean, and to come out with that reiteration, like you're saying, of Leia when she's doing the Bespin escape and the hair's a little bit more down, so it's kind of a cross between that Hoth and that Bespin Leia that they did, and then they could come out with a couple other versions of Leia that probably all go just as well from the OT. Kind of make that money. I do think, though, that the reissue opportunity for Leia, A New Hope. I mean, especially, forget about the 50th anniversary of Star Wars in several years, but the Rogue One, man. She was in Rogue One. It's an opportunity for them to, give us another Rogue One figure, and then, give us that Leia. I don't know what, I think it'll have some differences maybe, but accessory or something, I don't know, but I could see that. I really can.
Now, we got a quick question from Gadget. Could we get a 2-pack with Bespin, Chewie, and Han? I wouldn't mind that, but it'd be a missed opportunity if they don't give us the Bespin, Chewie, and C-3PO 2-pack. Missed opportunity right there. Missed opportunity. And as I've said before, Disney has an exclusive C-3PO they sell in the parks. It's a little bigger than 1/6 scale. It's 14 inches tall, but they've engineered it so that all its legs and arms are removable. Its head is removable, and then when you install like the head backwards, it triggers a voice box and actuation circuits, and it pulls lines from ESP like my head is on backwards. You can put his arms on backwards, legs on backwards, and it'll interact. So if and this is a $99 toy. So if they can do that for this, Hot Toy can find a way to do it at 1/6 scale because it would actually be smaller and a little easier.
I agree with both of you guys. I think that the smart play would be that C-3PO with Chewbacca. But I think Fad Gadget does have a good point, though, because if you think about it, they've given us 2 Han and Chewie 2-packs before.
Yeah, they've reissued those too. So
yeah, and you have to wonder if they would give us a third just because that's kind of where their mind is. I mean, that's interesting. I haven't actually thought about that.
Here's the thing, though. Here's the thing that I've always been skeptical about Bespin Han ever coming out. This was the only time we got the Bespin Han promo, was with Bespin Leia. So I'm here like, okay, so why didn't we get Bespin Han appeared, or at least blurred out face with Snowspeeder Luke or Bespin Lando? You know what I mean? There's so many missed opportunities for that scene, and for them to promote the Bespin. I'm here like, come on, guys, we want the Bespin Han. We've been waiting, we've been asking for this figure, and I'll be slightly disappointed if we don't see one for May the 4th, or at least a promo or a prototype somewhere.
Yeah, me too. It's another good point too. I think it kind of slipped my mind. Chewbacca is in the background of that picture.
Yeah, he is. He is. Yeah. I don't even think that's Bespin. Is that Bespin? No, that looks like more like
New Hope.
New Hope. Yeah, New Hope.
I think he's used that figure, but that's funny.
You know how many times I've missed out on good deals with Chewie and Bespin Han because I've been Bespin Han, Chewie and New Hope Han, because I've been waiting for this 2-pack to arrive, or at least a reveal for Bespin. Come on, you can't complete the ESB line without these two.
Yeah, I mean, I got my Chewie from Popcultcha. I think I ended up paying like $158 shipped from Australia for it. So, I mean, yeah, that was kind of like an immediate buy when I saw the pricing in that.
Quick thing. There was a question. I forgot who asked it, and I'm trying to go to the comments. I can't find it. Okay, so there was a question that popped up that people the people are asking. CW Maul. Are you purchasing CW Maul? I think that was the question. What's your thoughts on it, guys?
I am, for sure. I mean, that figure looks sick, and it has the whole tattoos all the way down the whole, from the whole abdomen up, and you know, for me, I love Maul, Darth Maul, whatever you want to go ahead and you know, call him. I mean, I think that for me, they could come out with another Darth Maul, 3 more Darth Mauls, and I'm gonna have all of them. It's just one of my favorite characters ever in the Star Wars universe. It's the same thing with Ahsoka. I mean, they can give me the Rebels version of Ahsoka. They're gonna give us that frickin' from the Ahsoka series, another one. So for me, I'm getting this, but like I said, I love Darth Maul, and I think this is a good looking figure, honestly. So you know, the Solo Maul's great too. I love that figure. But
and you're using and Hot Toys is using the Solo head sculpt, the Solo Maul head sculpt on this figure. So you're pretty much getting sort of like a sort of a DX in a way. Well, with the head sculpt anyway.
Yeah, I kind of agree with you. It looks like the Solo Maul head sculpt. I know there's been some other content that I watched to say it's different. I mean, I can't really tell. I mean, to me, it looks like the same, but maybe it's more like thinner or something. But yeah, I mean, it's yeah. To me, it's different enough to add to a. You know, I don't feel like if I buy this figure, I'm buying another Solo Maul figure. I don't feel like if I buy this figure, that I'm buying another Phantom Menace figure. I feel like I'm buying a unique Clone Wars version of you know, of Maul. And for me, you know, as long as they keep giving us those different reiterations of a character that I really, really love, I mean, I'm going to go ahead and scoop these up. So it's going to be interesting if you could switch to head sculpts, how it would look with that really thin body on this. But
no, I think you'll be able to do it. But you're gonna have to play around with the cameras and your photography for this figure. I'm getting it because I'm getting the Ahsoka Clone Wars. I wanna have them square up in the display. You know.
Oh yeah. I mean, how many are gonna do that? I mean, come on. I mean, you know, for me, I do a lot of museum poses. And I just want the characters that I want. That I love that too. I wish that actually would have been not cardboard, but I mean, you know, if it wasn't, then that goes up in price.
Yeah, and that's another thing. Like, I think they didn't want to do too much with this Maul. They could have done it. Hell, they didn't even throw us light up lightsabers on this one. So, wait, do we have the light? Yes, we do have light up lightsabers for the DX Mauls. Well, at the end of the day, it looks like they're. From what the Star Wars releases we've been getting, it looks like Hot Toys is leaving the whole light up lightsabers now. Because we didn't get any light up lightsabers for DX Ahsoka.
I use them in a few of the figures that I have displayed, but I've decided with everything moving forward that I'm not any longer. As a matter of fact, when I get some time, I'm going to go back in there and remove them and put them back in the box. I mean, I think it's a nice idea, but as far as the way they're doing it with putting in the batteries and doing that with the figure and swapping out I really don't want to do it that way.
Yep, and like I said in a previous video, I've got soap reactors. So I install they're basically hardwired batteries. You put them in the arm port once. They go to a power hub. That power hub is attached to a smart plug. And then I've connect that to Alexa, so I turn all my lightsabers on by a voice command, you know, the normal Hot Toy sabers and my CCFL lightsabers.
Dang,
so
that's awesome.
Now, Aries, a quick thing. Negan is asking, I know this is off topic, but this is a question for Aries. What's the backstory of your saying at the end of your video? Now, Aries, here's the thing I wanted to tell you about before you answer that. I think you should answer it, but with a movie, and let Negan watch it. That's because the thing is, it's not really off topic. It is Star Wars, so.
Well, I mean, I think so. You're telling me to just give him the movie that I get that from?
Yes.
You're telling me that?
Yes, so he can watch it and see where that line pops up.
All right, I'll give him a little extra clue, but without giving it away. So watch A New Hope, and then after you watch A New Hope. While you're watching A New Hope, watch Obi-Wan with Luke on Tatooine, and you'll have your answer.
So honestly, it's not it's not off topic in a point of view, you know.
Yeah, I mean, I tell you what, that's just one of my most, as far as movie lines, all time that has stuck with me, and it'd be interesting for me to actually research like where it ranks. I'm sure if I looked up like popular, movie quotes or sayings, that's got to be in there, guys. But I mean, for me, that's up there.
Sideshow blessed me with a $25 coupon today, thinking Mando so gonna pre-order in my future. Yes, blessed the Sideshow coupons.
Yeah, I mean, at this point,
wait a minute! I goofed up. Wait, I don't mean to cut you guys off. I gave him the wrong movie. I'm losing my mind.
I know you sort of did. I think you said Return of the Jedi at the end of it.
Yeah. I think at the beginning though I said A New Hope, so I didn't.
You did say New Hope. I thought you meant. I thought you were trying to connect it to where. You want him to watch the New Hope scene.
Well,
and then go back
because
and
you
watch
won't
Return. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. You won't understand the sort of betrayal or thought of was I betrayed or not, told the truth or that type of thing unless you actually see that and kind of go through the whole thing. But yes, you have to see Return of the Jedi with Obi-Wan and Luke, and then you'll get it.
Yeah, here's the thing with me. I watched Star Wars for most of my life. Like, since I was probably listening to Star Wars, putting me to sleep, because I know my original trilogy lines from heart. Like, I could watch, I could hear a line and tell you which scene is it, what's happening in that scene, what's the context, what's happening with both characters, what's the conflict. I could tell you everything. I can even watch the Star Wars and then recite each line as the movie's playing. But that's just me. I know people out there, can't remember that well. People out there that can remember other things better. I just remember Star Wars, and that's
listen.
me.
I can recite the whole the whole movies, all the OTs, like
exactly.
Word for word.
Yeah,
everything Vader said, Palpatine. That's a lot of fun. I'm sure you guys do that. Look, I know a lot of you out there when you're in the shower or you're by yourself, you're imitating the Emperor and going. All those little lines that he did at the end, and he's like, "Good, I could feel your anger."
Ultimate power.
Yeah. Come on, I mean, he's the bomb. I need that Revenge of the Sith Emperor. Yeah.
Yes, yeah, we do need it because we have all these Mauls, we got all these Vaders, we have all the Anakins that are coming out. We need at least one more Emperor. And I'm not talking about a sequel trilogy Emperor. I'm talking about Revenge of the Sith Emperor. Okay.
Yeah, Robo Emperor.
Yeah. Although I will tell you with the sequel trilogy, if they gave us like a deluxe with that thing he was hanging on, anyway, maybe down the road. But yeah, no, I'd rather have the Revenge of the Sith. But that would still be with the red inner robes. That would be pretty. It'd be pretty crazy.
I could see them doing a DX on that because there's so many ways. They have so many looks with that. There's so many looks. Let me see. Oh yeah, Jonathan. He says I wish we got a Snowtrooper reissue in the 40th anniversary 40th ESB line. Man, I want those figures so bad. I want them so bad. I'm waiting. I'm hoping that it does pop up.
Yeah, they're nice.
Listen, guys, if you want to save money, you can get the first order Snowtroopers all day long. You can just get them all up and put them on. Nate's grabbing his nose.
Not the wrong Snowtrooper, buddy. Wrong Snowtrooper. Bad Aries. Bad.
Well, did you even know? I didn't even know this until I was at Disney last year. There's now a sequel trilogy version of the Shore Trooper for the First Order. It's called the Mountain Trooper.
Really?
Yeah, and you can only get the toy at Disney.
Wow.
It's a black series, and it comes in this a special 4-pack, a special Kylo Ren and a First Order mouse droid, and it's $100.
Nate, so you have to wonder, Nate. Come on, there. Maybe they give us Rogue One.
Oh shoot! Dante's in the house. Dante's in the house.
What's going on?
How you doing, guys?
Brother?
What's going on? So we're just listening to you guys.
Mm-hmm. The Shore Trooper that Don just blew me away with this sequel trilogy Shore Trooper.
Hope my connection
it's the Mountain Trooper.
As long as we don't talk about budgets and Hot Toys, I think we'll be good. I think God was looking upon you, Dante, like, nah.
No, listen,
No budget for you.
I was listening to you guys talking about. Aris was talking about that you were in the shower doing the voices of like your favorite Star Wars characters. And I just kind of like, it was funny because one day I was in the bathroom and I don't know what I was doing. I think my daughter was talking outside and I was in the bathroom and I heard her doing, "Oh, mom, I'm gonna do this," and then I said, "Do it," but I said it like loud. It's just like so random, like out of nowhere, like, you know. But you know what? I can actually relate to that. Those funny voices in the shower.
Yep.
Hey, people sing in the shower. We recite Star Wars quotes. Okay.
Or no, another big one. You know, aliens. Game over, man. Game over. I mean, that's a big one.
Mm-hmm.
Oh God, guys, God. But yeah, Dante. Just to catch you up, we've been just talking about the ESB Vader, the Darth Mauls, and then the ESB Boba Fett. And right now, Darth Vader, I think he's still available.
I think we have a wizard in the team, man. Like Aris called it like months ago. No, it's back to add to cart because it was waitlisted before.
And then it went waitlisted again, and then back. You know what I was saying is, and what I've been saying in quite a few videos for a while, was that I didn't think that this was going to last past April. If it did last even to April, I'm actually was a little bit surprised this wasn't gone in March, quite frankly. But I was saying, hey, this is definitely, if it's not done by the end of, it's going to be done by the end of April. And it was obviously going to be done because everything gets done, and this is Darth Vader, but just lately, with how hot everything is with The Mandalorian and Star Wars, I mean, everything started to get hot with season 1. Then you had season 2 and all this. Nothing's lasting. So I think the days of like Anakin or the Emperor, or even the Last Jedi Luke just sitting in stock forever, ever. I don't necessarily see that with big name characters unless it's like troopers from the sequels.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's a good point. And also, I was thinking about it, and maybe this probably is going to be a topic for the Friday live stream on my channel. But I was just thinking about, you mentioned it because I was actually watching you. I was actually listening to you guys while I was still working. Aris mentioned about the possibility of a reissue of Leia, right? Because she was in the Rogue One at the end of the movie. Yes, it was like a minute or so, but still, there's always an excuse to reissue a figure, right? Mm-hmm. And I'm thinking, is it like, I'm gonna just kind of like bring the Aries topic. Is it possible for Hot Toys to reissue the whole A New Hope line, including all Obi-Wan, Han, Leia, Luke, you name it? Do you think it could be possible? Like at one point, maybe Hot Toys says, you know what, we're gonna start reissuing A New Hope figures, like with today's standards, right? Like maybe improve head sculpts and things like that. What do you guys think?
They need an update. Unfortunately, the only one out of the New Hope line that actually has a good head sculpt. I know the New Hope Leia is okay, but the only one out of the head sculpts for the New Hopes are Tarkin and Solo's Stormtrooper. Those are the only two. Those are the only two with those perfect head sculpts out of all of them.
It's a dramatic difference over the standard version. I mean, Chewie gets a pass.
Chewie gets a pass.
Poor Chewie.
I agree with you guys. It's not perfect. I do have both the A New Hope Luke regular version and the A New Hope Han. And personally, I really love those figures. I think that they're not on the same level of nowadays, like the Count Dooku, for instance, or the Commander Cody, which is phenomenal. I mean, I'll admit that, but I really think that they're good. Honestly, I mean, I like them a lot.
I mean, they're not necessarily bad. It's just they don't necessarily have the exact image they were potentially going for, which they now seem to hit a lot more. It's not necessarily it's bad work; it just doesn't necessarily look like what it's supposed to.
Right, and let's be honest. Like for the A New Hope figures, so far the best ones are Han Solo, definitely, Leia, and Obi-Wan. I think those three are the best.
Tarkin.
That's perfect.
As far as Tarkin, of course, Tarkin. As far as the Haskell boys, right? Then Luke. I mean, we can have an argument that is not 100%. It is definitely a really good representation. It might need an improvement. Chewie, we know about Chewie is really like all topic. I don't know if Hottoys will ever
just moisturize the hair. We're good. Just some moisturize on the hair.
Right, and then another good figure is A New Hope Vader as well. If you think about it, right, technically the whole sculpted and everything looks very, very good. So to me, those are the best figures. But I think Hottoys should reissue those, especially like Leia, Luke, and probably Tarkin. That would be good because I won one.
I say it's a possibility, but I see them just moving forward versus going back. Like at the moment, I want them to come out with the Bespin Hans. I want them to complete the Bespin. I want them to complete the Empire line before we start taking tests back into reissuing older figures from New Hope. You know what I mean? I want them to complete the Empire line before we go back to New Hope.
So Lobot before Luke 2.0.
Yes, Lobot before Luke 2.0. I'll give you that.
Well,
I'll give you that.
You know what, Dante and guys, I do see this though. I've talked about these before, and that was a good comment about Obi-Wan. I do think we are, even before the 50th of Star Wars, I think it's a possibility to get that Alec Guinness Obi-Wan reissue because it's going so high, and because of the hype of the Obi-Wan series, I could see them, even with other Obi-Wans potentially being on pre-order, I actually could see that being a good business move for them because of the hype of Obi-Wan. Also, the Leia, the Rogue One, they're also seeing that skyrocket. It's in the $500 tier range. It's selling into the high $500s of $600. I could see them doing a Rogue One, or even a special like limited convention exclusive of that Leia for Rogue One. I could see people scooping that up for sure. So I think there is opportunity with those. And Tarkin, we talked about that.
Here's the thing: if they're gonna do, if they're gonna do a reissue of Leia, why not do it? Like a special edition, like you're saying. But then you could potentially do it like a DX, where she's not only in her costume that was at end of Rogue One, beginning of A New Hope, but then she's also has the award ceremony gown, and that would coincide with the award ceremony Luke.
Yeah,
that would be a good. And Chewie with the medal. I'm just kidding.
Chewie in the medal. That's right, a Skywalker Chewie. Okay, that's the correct one. Okay, but
I really I like that Black Series best ceremony Luke. I mean, I don't know. I think it's possible. Yeah, that would be cool as heck. Hottoys.
Yeah, but that was a little niche, even for Star Wars collectors. You know, because how many people are going to drop $240 to $260 on ceremony Luke?
If you got ceremony Leia, maybe, and like you said, only a convention exclusive. It's got to be low on. Yeah.
Now, here's my question though. Let's not say a reissue of Old Ben, but what about Return of Jedi Old Ben?
Force Ghost.
Now, but how would they do the whole Force Ghost thing? That's interesting.
Yeah, would they do it almost like an Iron Man, like the holographic body where they try and make parts translucent, like the hand is translucent, the neck is like translucent up to like flesh, almost like a phasing effect.
In some ways they can pull that off. The only thing is, after what we saw with the Iron Man plastic cover, I don't think I want that to be on Old Ben now, because I was thinking about that. Maybe add a blue effect to it.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not necessarily meaning the coverings. I mean, like, you know how Captain Marvel, she has like the blue translucent hands, something
That's
like
right.
that.
Yeah. Now I'm hearing you. Now I'm hearing you.
Yeah,
Yeah, I can
you
see
know,
it.
because they did the Black Series translucent Ben. They did the Force Ghost Ben.
Yeah, they did it with
Something
Yoda.
like that.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
You know that?
You're more plastic now than Matt.
Oh my God! Please stop! Please stop! More plastic down there. Oh my God, that's stupid. Oh God, that was stupid.
Or
I love it.
maybe they can do the battle damage Obi-Wan when he fought Vader. You know, we just get the tunic with the
Oh
lightsaber.
man.
Just the tunic and the lightsaber.
Yeah, and a little patch of like sand. And then also doubles for your Avengers collection.
I know, right?
Oh my
battle damage
God!
is- nobody that I guarantee you that nobody will complain about the head sculpt. Nobody. Will complain,
No.
right? No
No,
word
not-
articulation. Nothing.
Now here's what I potentially see doing just for Hot Toys to screw us. You know the head sculpt for Ben. Now imagine it's not Alex Guinness. It's Ewan McGregor, but they match that exactly. You know, the look, the beard.
Wow. Right.
I potentially could see them, instead of doing a full reissue, they sculpt it but in the same way, but again, it's not Alec Guinness's face, it's Ewan McGregor's face.
What do you think the reception would be of fans?
It all depends, I guess, with the Obi-Wan show. If they show that particular scene where you see Ian McGregor older, right? Like kind of like how old Ben look in A New Hope, then it is a possibility.
Well, I mean, there's already been early production pics of him and his beard. His beard, aside from the coloring, his beard is old man Ben's beard right now. So,
yeah,
it's still in that 10-year range, though. I think Kenobi starts in 10 years, right? It starts in 10 years after Revenge of the Sith.
Yeah,
I think it's a 10-year
so it'll be
gap.
20
Like 10
years right before A New Hope, I think.
Yeah, well, I mean, it matches
Luke
up to
was
like
19, so
Yeah, it'll be another 10 years. It'll be another 10. I think Luke is like 10 years old right now. If they're doing the 10-year line, because that's why Don Prime was saying, if it fits in the 10-year mark, they can pretty much reshoot in live action the battle between Darth Maul and Obi-Wan Kenobi from Rebels into a live action if it hits the 10-year mark. Because Rebels happens 10 years after Revenge.
They retcon it?
Yep.
Do they have Maul stay alive? Do they twist it there?
No,
I thought about
he's
it.
dead. Yeah,
No, he's gonna be dead. No, he's gonna be
You
dead.
think so?
Yeah,
Yeah,
well,
he's
no,
gonna be
because
dead.
remember what in the end of Rebels, it's almost because at that point Maul, he isn't officially a Sith, and he's been screwed over by the Sith just as much now as the Jedi, and so that whole issue is that he finally realizes, not who Vader was, he realizes who Luke is, and that's kind of a pretty big distinction for Maul of all people to finally get it, and if you keep him alive.
Really I hear you, Don. It's probably
Well, then you're talking about like
what are you gonna do with him? He's a
Robo-Maul.
shadow of his man. Even if he survived, even if they retcon his death from Rebels, there's nothing more you can do with Maul.
He could be like Saruman. He could be like I have a Saruman look. He
tried doing a Saruman. Okay, he tried so much. He took over the gangsters. He tried to take over Mandalore. He failed so many times. He's dead. Just leave him
Listen,
dead.
for all you know, he's in charge of Conja Club or whatever the heck Han Solo called.
Conja Club. Well, one more failure to his pocket is not, But one thing is like for sure they need to have a closure, to end the Maul era, right? So they need to kind of like. At one point in the Obi-Wan series, they need to close that chapter. Darth Maul did all this in Clone Wars and, in the prequels and whatever. So now this is the time we need to close that chapter. So they're going to find a way, like you guys said, maybe, he discovered that Luke is Darth Vader's son and he maybe wants to tell them.
But
hey,
that's what he did. That's what he did in Rebels.
And that's what I didn't see Rebels. I talked about that, so don't ask me about it.
Okay, I was like, wait a minute. They sort of did that in Rebels because that's when Maul found out that wait a minute, so you've been protecting something, haven't you, Obi-Wan Kenobi? And it was like,
even better. So they have a plotter ready for that, so they can definitely do that in live action for sure.
Well, Maul, after as he's dying, asks Kenobi to avenge him, or or avenge us, or something to that effect. So
avenge me.
Yep.
Well, listen.
Freedom!
Well, didn't you remember you killed my master?
By Grabthar's hammer, you will be avenged.
Oh man!
You had Savage. Maybe he has a sister or a brother or some distant cousin that's gonna avenge Maul, and you're gonna get like I don't know, a different.
like a little brother, like a little sister.
A little brother, a little sister coming.
Right.
Okay.
Joe P. The original. So the original plan was Solo. Was created with the intention that Disney was actually gonna use Lucas's trilogy plan, because the actual trilogy plan that was leaked, Darth Maul was gonna be running crime syndicates. He was going to be training Darth Talon, and Boba Fett was confirmed to be alive and running a crime syndicate that worked with Darth Maul. Maul and Boba were going to be the sequel trilogy's big bads. And then
that's
Disney
what they should have done.
Yep.
I would have loved that.
And then, you had the reshoots, and the reason that Maul was in Solo in the first place, that was supposed to originally set up the sequel trilogies. As he was still running, he was running all the crime syndicates at that point.
Well, I think you have some. I think you have some points with that. Originally, Darth Maul was the original villain to George Lucas' sequel trilogy, not J.J. Abrams, but George Lucas' original plan, and Boba Fett was part of that plan as well, to be part of the villain squad with Darth Maul. But then George Lucas was like, you know what? I'm just gonna end the Return of the Jedi, kill Boba Fett right now, boom, Sarlacc pit. And then I do like what you're saying, because they could have done that. I think they could still do that now. Just make Darth Maul the villain, but take him out of the whole sequel trilogy villain idea and move that towards in between the storyline of Revenge of the Sith and New Hope. Around that time, he could be a big villain for the crime syndicate, and that's why I was saying that. I think because he was taking over the Hutts, I was thinking that the Hutts were looking to take out Darth Maul, and I was thinking that there'd be a cool storyline where they could bring in Boba Fett, they could bring in Han, they could bring in Lando, and this team of bounty hunters to go after Darth Maul and end that control, right? And pretty much because the idea, the line, hokey religions that don't mean nothing with a good blaster by your side, right? And Solo doesn't believe in the Force, right? Maybe the reason why he doesn't believe in the Force is because him and his team of bounty hunters took on Darth Maul, and there was supposedly this badass Force user, and I used the Force, and then Solo beat him with the team of bounty hunters, and then he's like, you know what? The Force is nothing. So it gives you the idea that's a reason.
What they should do is scratch the sequel trilogy like never happened, and just give Jon Favreau and redo the whole trilogy. Because that guy is proven that he can actually do Star Wars stuff.
You know what I'd actually want to see more than a rehash of the, aside from the Mandalorian movie, I wish, they could somehow find a way to put on the big screen Shadows of the Empire. Because that would be an awesome movie, because that delves so much into Vader's backstory, introduces you to like legitimate new characters that could, actually give Vader, trouble and is a legitimate threat to him.
And without going that far, I mean, technically they don't have to wait 30 years after Return of the Jedi to make a trilogy, like a sequel. They can do like the Mandalorian did. Only a few years after Return of the Jedi, you can see John Luke, you can see Ahsoka, you can see a bunch of other characters, and just kind of like each episode, right? If it's episode 7, 8, and 9, again, doing it again. Just concentrate on those characters, like maybe Ahsoka, and then concentrate in maybe I don't know. What's the name of that guy? The Admiral
Akbar?
The one, yes. No. The one that Ahsoka was fighting with this lady in the Mandalorian series, that she was
Oh, you
looking
mean
for somebody.
Admiral Thrawn? You mean Admiral
Thrawn,
Thrawn?
yeah, Admiral Thrawn, yes. Do
Okay.
something like that, like like make that sequel more like not too far away. You know what I'm saying? Like, or if you're gonna do it too far away, then try to have Luke more involvement. Not just being like a guy who's in another world. Like, I mean, come on, he saved the universe, right? You cannot just disregard that guy and leaving them all because, he felt that his nephew was kind of like getting seduced by the dark side. He wanted to kill him. I mean, like, that's really crazy. When he trusted his feelings about his father, now he doesn't trust his feelings about his nephew. That doesn't make sense to me. You know what I'm saying?
I know, but now we're gonna get into the talking hate in the sequel trilogy. Let's move on. Let's talk about the Scout Trooper and the speeder bike, baby. Oh my God, you guys did see the unsealed reveal of this, right?
Yeah.
On Sideshow.
I did, yeah.
Dude, this is perfection. This is another perfect figure right here. This is perfect, man. They did a fine job, Hot Toys.
Well, and Don,
This one is probably coming this week.
yeah, if they did this to boost sales, I think it worked. Because
It did work.
yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, though, I'm still not grabbing the bike, and I still have issues with the, compared to the Sideshow version. I actually prefer the way how the soft goods and the armor is set up in the Sideshow. Again, maybe it's because, again, I grew up with Return of the Jedi, and I know this is a Remnant Trooper. I think the Sideshow one looks better, and it looks more respectful to the uniform, as weird as that may sound. Because this one looks just like half thrown together.
It's too white. But I mean, it does look nice, though. I mean, the detail is just crazy. The paint application on the figure as well. I mean, you can see the weathering. We have the bag with Grogu, so that's pretty cool. And this one looks different though than the Beskar one. So we have another Grogu coming. So we have a bunch of little Grogus around.
Yeah, it's an army of Grogus, bro. It's an army of Grogus.
Like the one with Ahsoka, or is this?
No, I think this is a static one because if you can see, there's no seam lines.
I'm gonna find a picture here. There you go. Yeah, there's no seam line. Well, let me see. Sort of. That's sort of like a
no.
Seam
that one
line.
doesn't have articulation, I think, because they were doing the unboxing and posing, and it was just like that with the arm.
But this has the best head sculpt, though. This has the best head sculpt. Look at that smile.
The IG-11 one. That's
Look
the
at that
IG-11
smile.
display.
And this is the point I wanted to make the other day when we were having this discussion. Hot Toys doesn't do things like without knowing what they're doing. I mean, all these little things that we see, Grogu's, the accessories. This accessory, for example, you can use it with IG-11. You can also use it with Mando. So you can complement each other. So people are gonna say, you know what? Let me get this figure, but then let me use these accessories with this other figure because it complements. That's what they do. That's why they do it like this. Now, when we get
in a way, that is a figure, even though it's small. It's a 1/6 figure now, and that's what not to get away from this Scout Trooper one, but that's really one of the big things that people are starting to discover about that Deluxe Ahsoka is that you really do have a 1/6 figure with that Grogu, especially with the articulation, that simple joint in the wrist and then the arms. Mm-hmm. I mean, I think it's a big deal for some. I know for me it is. I mean, I was getting it anyway, but it is like a little figure.
No, that's true.
Yeah.
Okay. Quick. I think we got a question over here from Jonathan. He's asking, do you guys see a reissue of the Death Trooper Specialist happening, considering the fact that they've already dipped their feet into the Rogue One waters with the short tank and troopers? Now, my thoughts on that is we still getting a lot of shows that are within the Rogue One timeline. So we might see some Death Trooper specialists appearing in Andor. Yes, Andor show.
Well, I think specifically, if you're going to see them, you're going to see them in Andor because the Death Troopers aren't, normal rank and file. They're pretty much restricted to bodyguards of, high echelon Imperial officers in high, facility. He's a spy. It's his job to break into those facilities. So if any show is going to not only show them, but specifically feature them, it's going to be Andor. Mm-hmm. Just because of, he's a spy breaking into high-profile locations.
Right.
And I think you might get a different variation of it, maybe whether it's some weathering or some type of addition accessory-wise. I mean, I would lean more towards. So I think you're going to see these Death Troopers again, like you were saying in the Andor series, or even in the Mandalorian with Gideon. I do, but I think what they would do is they'll give you a different. I mean, there's already how many reiterations of this figure. I think you get a slightly different one, because I think that attracts. Yeah, I'm not sure if it's a direct, exact, complete reissue like you see with Vader or the Attack of the Clones Yoda, but I see another Death Trooper, I think, but just a little different.
Yes.
Yeah, me
we'll
too.
see another Death Trooper.
Yeah. And I think, I mean, we still have another season of Mando coming. Besides that, we have the book of Boba Fett. So there's chance that you might see those Death Troopers. So
now, here's the thing, though. There was a question that popped up, or a statement from yesterday's stream. And the funny thing is, a lot of people have been. Someone commented here, dude, you're making more videos and streams as much as Hottoys doing Grogu's. Now, this is my question. Groguy. Now, here's the thing. Yesterday, there was a yesterday comment I saw. They were saying, I wish they didn't throw us all these Grogus. I just wish they threw us a 1/6 scale Grogu with the accessory pack.
You might see that do that. I mean, I sell the main body and then have 4 or 5 different head sculpts and then have the necklace, throw a little cup. I totally could see them doing that, for like $139, $149, what they were selling like BB-8 for.
Yeah.
That's the thing, though. Like, they did the same thing with those drones from Spider-Man. They did the same thing. They did an accessory pack for those. Like, it's the drone on its own. So there's different ways they can milk the Grogu. Like they're already doing. They're throwing Grogu everywhere. It's
gonna come with Luke. It's gonna come with the Mando Luke. Mm-hmm. It's gonna come with however they do some of the. I mean, and he might even come with the next. Even though they removed the speeder bike, I mean, you probably get another Grogu with Luke. You probably get one with Mando.
Gideon.
Yeah. No. I mean, with Moff Gideon, you should come with the little.
I'm just kidding.
No, with the little handcuffs. So you can put him on one of your 7 Grogus.
Yes. Now, this is going to be one of my Scout Trooper bikes with the IG-11. This is my end-all be-all pose for IG-11 with the Scout Trooper bike. I'm getting 2 of these. So I'm getting
in stock. IG-11 not in stock now, Nate, because of this unsealed and revealed for sure.
Yeah, IG-11 is probably going to hit. It's a ticking time bomb. IG-11, Boba Fett's a ticking time bomb. If you guys are waiting for it to hit at the card, or you're waiting for some points, don't do that.
He's going to self-destruct your hopes and
purchase this.
Yeah, he's going to self-destruct and
take out Boba Fett with him.
Exactly. Yeah.
The funny thing is that the Boba Fett. Did I just went out?
Ooh, big dope pound. He's like, give me the Grogu with some blue macarons. Oh, that'd be cool.
I totally see them making that as well. I mean, Disney was selling up those exact macaroons in the park for $50 a package, and they were selling out. Yeah.
Oh, man. Dante, what you were saying?
No, I was about to go off topic, so just continue with your thing.
Okay, no, that's fine. All right, guys. Okay, so we know the Scout Trooper is freaking awesome, but this is the other topic that I wanted to talk about. And let me see. Can I get this? Stop sharing screen. There you go. Okay. The other topic I wanted to talk about is the news about the Spider-Man No Way Home for Doc Ock. He's confirmed to be. The rumors were true. He is coming in. Now, we did get a Doc Ock, a third-party figure, 1/6 scale from another company, and they did a fantastic job with that. And I'm happy I decided not to get that figure because Spider-Man's gonna come out with the Doc Ock because he's coming in.
Mm-hmm.
And he won't be alone.
And is gonna be the age. So he's supposed to show the same way he look in Spider-Man 2. So that's another thing. So if you got the Doc Ock from Toy Zero like I did, it's gonna be a pretty cool comparison to see what Hot Toys come up with.
Mm-hmm. Oh, it's still a good figure.
It's very good.
Yeah, that I was this close to getting it, but then I was hearing rumors about Doc Ock making his return into the MCU line. Okay, MCU films. Alfred Molina, him coming back. Yeah, coming back as Doc Ock. So I'm here like he has to. It's going to happen. And then the Sinister Six possibility. Making their debut in the film, that's gonna be freaking awesome.
Yeah, and it's gonna be a multi-dimensional Sinister Six too. So again, not giving too many things away, but apparently the heavy rumor is that William Dafoe is back as the Green Goblin, and he's not gonna be limited just to Spider-Man 2, because apparently there's a MacGuffin that also potentially leads to Doctor Strange 2 and also into Armor Wars.
Well, he's a wonderful actor, and he portrayed that's so awesome. So that's music to my ears. I think that's a stellar move.
Yeah,
this
is
good news for my hot toy collecting.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Well, and then I'll just say this.
Yeah.
You're gonna be seeing you'll be seeing quite a number of Spider-Man suits in this movie. And, if the rumors are to be true and based on the leaks, Toby's gonna not only be in in scenes with him and the Amazing Spider-Man. I've just got his name. Each of the other Spider-Man actually have their own scenes in it as well.
Wow.
But here's another and supposedly the movie, if the rumors are true, does open up in court with Peter defending himself over the attack of London. So again, Daredevil might show up. Or if not Daredevil, it's at least Matt Murdock as his attorney.
So kind of like what they should have done with the opening of Ghostbusters 2, where it was planned that they were going to start the whole court in the very beginning of the Ghostbusters 2, but then they crashed that and did something completely different. But that's what they should have done. In Ghostbusters 2, start from the very beginning, the court scene, because that would have been freaking epic.
Well, and then there is another rumor that we already know that in MCU universe, Ben's dead. His uncle's dead, but he's not the great responsibility person. There is someone who is very close to him that is going to die. And I hate to say it, I think it's going to be Marissa Tomei is on her way out.
Oh, no way.
If I was a betting man, I'd put even money on it right now.
That's going to hurt me.
Because it's one of those things too, because it also, like I said, has the potential to lead into Armor Wars. And then Armor Wars, Happy Hogan. Trying to, protect Stark Tech legacy, all that stuff.
Dude, here's the thing though, like what's coming out, like Hot Toys is gonna go crazy with their damn figures. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it's gonna get crazy. You know what I mean? I'm very excited because I definitely want these Hot Toys to be popping. But that's the thing though. Should I work on getting the Spider-Man Hot Toy now, or?
You got a budget because they're going to come out with a ton of these Marvel figures. Marvel is hot again, and they're going to have not only these movies, but all these streaming shows they got coming out and everything else. And
well, just think, just from this one movie, you have the potential of a minimum of 9 separate figures. The 3 separate Spider-Men, and the Sinister Six, and then, what, potentially, they come out of the blue and make a J. Jonah Jameson figure. Something like that.
Penny's correct right here. Don't even start the Spider-Man unless you want to have no money.
Yeah, they're gonna have a lot of stuff, especially all those bunch of characters.
Yeah, and now like
it is a matter of time.
Now when Jamie Foxx Electro comes in though,
Right.
We see him. They're gonna change it up a little bit. So like Hot Toys can't reissue the Electro from 5-6 years ago. It has to be a new mold.
Correct. Yeah, anything they do now is have to be like a new one. Like they cannot reissue any other Spider-Man. They have to like do it with today's standards, right?
Now here's a good question: does Hot Toys have the capacity to even keep up? Don't feel like it now. Imagine when there's a new line of action Star Wars shows next year. Live action Star Wars shows next year.
Right. Well, but this is. It's not like they cannot keep up. It's just because remember we just got hit with the pandemic, right? A lot of shit going on, like delays worldwide. It's not just Hot Toys. It's the world, and I think as we get out of this hole, I think they're gonna be able to produce. My prediction is 2023 or the last quarter Q4 this year. Expect to see a bunch of releases out, and you better have money to pay for those because that's gonna happen. Right now it's slow. People say, "Oh, nothing Hot Toys, what's up?" Wait for it because a wave is coming, and you're gonna be. I mean, we're talking about 2 or 3 releases a week, and it's coming. Watch. Mark my words.
It's going to happen. It's going to happen with the 40 pre-orders coming out next year. Okay? 40 Star Wars pre-orders.
Oh, and here's another thing, too. Doctor Strange is also in Spider-Man 2. That's confirmed.
No,
3.
So we might see exactly. So we might see a Spider-Man 2 Strange, and then a Doctor 2 Strange Spider-Man. And again, at this point, if it's all the multiverse, all this issues, we might see Scarlet Witch in Spider-Man 2 as well. I mean, Spider-Man 3 as well. So there might be a version of that, especially.
Hell,
again,
what about Mysterio? I'm hoping they'll do nothing updating Mysterio. I hope Mysterio stays the same because the Mysterio I want is the Far From Home Mysterio. I think that's fine.
Well, and I would not. And again, supposedly the Mysterio that is going to show up, because how you said, "Oh, I'm from this Earth," which was a different, dimension. Well, one of the rumors I heard, it might actually be Mysterio from the one he mentioned is kind of like a meta thing, a capture thing, and so that's the actual Mysterio that comes in and starts to lead everybody, and with all this stuff now, I'm wondering how Morpheus now plays into this because Michael Keaton's has to be in it, Spider-Man 3 if the Sinister sticks because that's the same universe.
That is true. Yeah.
Vulture.
Man, I would like a Vulture. I would like a 1/6 scale Vulture.
Hey, and Nate, if you want to put up Doc Smizzle's comment, I think it's interesting with all your these figure projections, and for me, I think this is a good point because you have to remember Hot Toys is really a relatively very, very young corporation. It's a young company. And there's going to come a time as they're working with Disney. That's another thing to consider as well. They've got a major license with Disney. Do I see them as a really young company, increasing their capacity? Maybe they're opening up another manufacturing facility or contracting with another one. I think, continuing to work with Disney and everything you guys are talking about, I think that's how you grow. You don't just stay in the same box. So I think that, the whole game with Hot Toys could change if that happens, and especially if Disney helps invest in it.
Right. And yeah, by all means, they should. The demand is getting higher and higher. I mean, if you compare, I mean, you guys been collecting for quite some time. I mean, besides Nate, right? Nate started like a year ago, I think you said.
Yeah. Sorry, this is my second year. This is my
second year, right?
Yeah.
I'm assuming Nate has been collecting for like so many years, same as Aries. I've been collecting for more than 5 years. And there's a lot of new collectors out there, so that means there's more demand, more pre-orders. So they should definitely put that on the table and try to open more warehouses, increase their production, and trying to shorten the waiting time, right? Instead of waiting 18 months to wait like someone said, 8 months or shorter period of time. Just think about what happened with I know this is can be not comparing apples to apples, but for example, the SS Figure Arts, right? When they announce something, they announce it, let's say in May, and it's out in December. It's like a few months waiting period, right?
Yeah, that would be
Sometimes
awesome.
Sooner. I mean, if they can produce something, let's say they tell me today, okay, Ahsoka's coming in December, do it. That pre-order will be gone in like.
I'm broke already. I need
same day, next day.
I gotta work
done.
4 jobs.
But that's the thing. They will know how many pre-orders they can place, right? They will know how many items or figures they can produce because of the demand. But again, it's more than just, hey, let's open one warehouse here. I mean, it's logistics, infrastructure, rent, labor. It's a bunch of stuff associated with that. So it's really not as easy as said, but yeah, I will really hope that they will do that in the future, right? Expand a bit more.
Yeah, because right now during this COVID thing, it's all about service, right? It's very hard to be innovative during this time. I know I've been in manufacturing most of my career, and production and supply chain, and in a time of COVID, it's been all about service, because innovation, in many ways, unless it's a vaccine, is kind of on the back burner. Everyone's trying to survive. Everybody's trying to keep their jobs. Everybody's trying to service, because not only that, you have this issue where there's so many, and from a supply chain perspective, where it's so difficult to get some of these supplies, ingredients, whatever you want to call them, from some companies that aren't able to get them. So there's a whole lot to. I mean, for Hottoys to still be doing what they're doing, honestly, is amazing to me. In light of that,
yeah, I agree. It's a lot more.
My only concern with Hottoys, because they're growing and they're seeing the numbers, and they're gonna keep putting out productions for these figures. My only concern with them is that they might become, slowly but surely, but not as quick. But I could see them becoming more like, okay, these figures don't have to be that limited anymore. We could up the productions, up the quantity of these figures to sell more product, which makes sense. The company wants to keep growing. They want to sell more product. There's more money involved. There's new money involved. And then you come to realize that now, since Hottoys was, before was a, limited run figures and stuff like that. Now, does that affect the resale market or the resale value of these figures when more of these are out there in the market or in collectors' hands?
It's a good point, because I think that I could absolutely see that happening, Nate. Where they're focusing on that. I think the one stopgate that we potentially do have is, I wonder what the ceiling is, especially in times like these. I mean, for instance, if you compare it to the Black Series, even, which is a little bit more expensive than collecting 3 3/4 inch figures. If you guys have been in the game, I mean, the Black Series can get expensive. And with Hottoys, though, even if as they produce more, and I think you're right, but how much money do people have to spend $300 now? That's what it is. Or sometimes, $320, $340. You get it from Sideshow with shipping and taxes to buy as many as like Black Series. So will they? It's interesting.
I mean, I think at this point they're realizing, or they're at least trying to establish what a base figure, what people's limits are for like a base figure, and then the different levels of figures. Like, take a look at the 501 Clone Trooper up for pre-order. There's a base version at $220. Then there's another version with the extras at $250. So I mean, we almost going to start seeing variants of the same figure, with different, like an A version, a B version, and a C version. That it basically now everyone gets the same figure in the same base, but you specifically now have to pay for the accessories you want, or the kit that comes with it.
I think that's what they would have to do, between what you're saying there and Big Dog Pound 1. I mean, you could, they have like for instance, the DX line, right? Or they have like Deluxe. You could almost see them having different tiers now. Maybe even like with the body done or something, or with some of the stuff. Maybe they have like a little bit of a more budget friendly version, if you will. I don't.
Well, I see the figure being the same across all of the variants. I just think it'd be like the accessories, and then, oh, you want Ahsoka? Well, do you want the light up lightsabers? Well, that's an extra $50-$60 right off. But again, they're not in the arms. They're a new light up system, or a new way to or place to put the batteries in the back, something like that. Something that would warrant the money. But then again, you have some people like, I don't care if they're light up or not. Okay, so you can get the base version with just the static sabers. And they may end up getting more business that way. If you have people that they just want this figure and they don't want to pay for a light up feature,
right, that
they're never going to use, or some people they want to hardwire that or install batteries, then that's another set of people, and they can,
No, it is sorry. It is a valid. It is a very valid point what you just mentioned. I just think that because of the, I guess, high end collecting stuff, right? I think they're gonna keep the figures as is, and because if you collect something, right, especially high end products like Hot Toys, you want limited people to have it, right? You don't want everyone to have it, like, because it's kind of like going to the store. Hey, I want to get, you can just buy anywhere anything. This is supposed to be limited editions, right? That you get, let's say 10,000 of it. After 10,000, they're gone, sold out. That's it, no more, right? Until you buy it in the secondary market. So I think they need to find a, I guess, a middle ground as how they're pricing the figures. But remember, in Hong Kong, the prices are totally different than in the US.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
So for example, just to name a very simple example, like Spiderman, the upgraded suit. Yep. In Hong Kong, it's like $180-$190. In here is what, like almost 250.
Yeah,
so,
with the
I got the deluxe.
Yeah.
I got the deluxe one from Toys Wonderland shipped to me, DHL. Like 180, 190. And from Sideshow, that exact figure alone is $305. Not including shipping
the stealth
tax.
suit, yeah.
Yeah, so I basically saved almost $110, $120 by getting that and having it shipped DHL, which was $40 all by itself.
And also think
cheaper.
You're right. And also think about this. Since now we have the globalization, we have different stores, different retailers. I do business with Day One Collectibles in Hong Kong. You guys do business with Toy Wonderland or any other a seller in Hong Kong. People are less likely now to pre-order and then maybe do a deal with someone overseas and get the figure day one at cheaper price than what it is in the US right now. And I've been seeing that a lot. Like, it's not just people that like us, like myself, that I do reviews and I get the special deals, whatever, that I can get. I don't need to pre-order stuff because I know I'm going to get it. I say, hey, I want this, this, and this. And then day one comes, I get all those figures, that's is happening. And I guess the question is, do you think Sideshow is going to continue hosting Hot Toys? Or do you think at one point the Hot Toys will say, you know what, I'm going to open my store in the US aside from Sideshow, so I can sell my items to the price, like a whole, like a maker price.
But here's the thing though. Here's Doyle here with a good point. I've been hearing talks about this as well. Are Hot Toys going to release with Hong Kong are Hot Toys going to release Hong Kong at the same time as Sideshow, as Hong Kong sellers making a killing with the delays? Here's the thing though, like there's been talks about seeing if Sideshow can put out day one batches like what's happening over there at the same time with Hot Toys. That would actually affect those day one batches prices for resellers over there at HK, if that ever happens, where Sideshow releases their figures at the same time where Hot Toys releases theirs.
Now I'll just say, as far as ordering overseas, like I ordered EndGame Cap because I didn't want to wait. But also at that same time, I knew if there was an issue, it would be a pain in the butt as far as customer service. So I will buy overseas, but it's limited and it depends on the situation and it depends on the figure. Now, again, if it's like ESB Fett or if it was ESB Vader, no way I would buy that from overseas. Because if something's wrong with one of those figures, good luck getting service or parts for that thing.
That is
You know?
true.
That's true. That's
I've
another
had,
good probably point.
out of my 60, let me see, I think I'm at 70 figures now, 80 figures. Out of the 70 or 80 figures, 10 of them have been damaged and I had to replace them, you know? So, you know, there's that, you know, that 5%, 10% chance that the figures that you receive, you know, depending on how many you get, mine's that in that percentage range where only a small minute of those figures are damaged. But because depending on where you go and purchase these figures, there is that opportunity to go. And that's why I say just be careful buying in the resale market, because you might receive a figure like it's never been opened, brand new. It's a freaking figure that's filled up with pleather. You pull it out. The pleather has been destroyed from everywhere. It's all cracking up and everything. It was a brand new figure you open up. I've been hearing horror stories like that. And that's why I'm like, just be careful how you buy from the resale market, because there's opportunities where you might be hit with that unfortunate accident.
No, that's very true. And you guys have to wonder, like, you know, I've been hearing a lot of that conversation too, and it's real interesting to contemplate, you know, if Hottoys would establish, you know, I think, I actually think that, you know, if and it would be a chore for them to set up operations here in the U.S. They would have to set up. It's still going to cost a lot of money for supply chain channels to get the product over here, you know, to the United States, unless they actually set up some manufacturing facilities here as well. But, you know, and then they can set up their own DCs, you know, distribution centers, and there's still a lot of money. And I think at the end of the day, I don't think you would actually see a price reduction, though. I think that would be the point. I could see them doing that, but it not having the great effect. Oh, look, we're going to lower the price for you. I think that the price would be, they would keep it what it is here. And they'll probably have expenses anyway that maybe, you know.
Yeah. I mean, but for a Hot Toy store, it's not, I mean, that's the type of store. It's not like it's going to go in, you know, every town in America. I mean, that's kind of the store. It's going to be very specific. It's, you know, it's going to be in Boston. It's going to be in New York. You know, it'll be in Seattle. It'll be, you know, in LA and San Francisco.
Oh, you mean like a Hot Toy store, like a McDonald's or a GameStop?
Yeah, like
not like eliminating Sideshow and having them do their own.
No,
I thought
mean,
that's what you were saying.
No, like if they wanted to do like an Echo base and, you know, or versions in the United States, I'm just saying.
Yeah, would that be cheaper? Would they be able to? I guess they would be able to do that.
Now, here's the thing. Penny's like, if they set up factories in NA, price would go up.
Sure.
Well, how you feel about that?
What's that
in
name?
NA?
Yeah, I mean, it's just one of those things. Like, if, you know, if it's in North America, yeah, we actually have laws that determine people need to get paid for their work.
A lot of expenses. You're right.
Exactly. And you know what? Yeah. It's one of those things. And I keep saying, if you want to play, you have to pay. You know, and if that's the situation that, you know, then you have to look at your own personal situation and see if you want to continue.
Now, assuming, okay, so yeah, that would be awesome if we have another option to get, you know, Hot Toys from overseas. But what would happen if, like Nate said, what happened if Sideshow decides to release the figures same day they're out? Like, let's say today, you know, Ahsoka's out, they will have it as well. Do you think they will keep the price as it is now, or they will also have like a day one release price and then second batch price, like other retailers?
Like a 10% markup for first batch?
Yeah.
Like a convenience fee?
Yeah. I think they will. I think they will do that.
Convenience. Yeah.
Convenience fee or something.
I don't know because if Sideshow really wants to put a nail on those resale market or the resellers there in HK, that's pretty much Sideshow must be noticing this, where they are the resellers in HK that are selling these figures for literally some of them half the price of what's their retail here in North America. Hell, for first batches sometimes, like what happened with the deluxe stealth suit. What if I've known people that have canceled their deluxe stealth suits from Sideshow just to save $150, just to buy it from Toys 109 HK. So I feel like if Sideshow really wants to put a nail on that coffin, they would keep the price as is or raise it up just a tad bit, not too much, but still be cheaper than the first batches that are over there in the resale market in HK.
Right. I mean, if you think about it, like Don said, right? He got his Spiderman for what, $180 from Hong Kong shipped, right? So just think about how much is the actual wholesale price for that figure. So it's probably like in the $120 probably.
Absolutely.
Give it or take. So, and Sideshow is selling it for like $250, $260. So we're talking about like a 200% markup. It's a lot. It adds up. And I think that the prices that they're putting are way too much in compared to Hong Kong. I mean, I can understand. I mean, it's a company, they need to make profit. I 100% get that. But when you're marking up something at 100% or 200% of what it is, like double the price, that's too crazy, man. Because then people start looking for other options. Like, oh, let's go overseas and get it. But yeah, it's a risk. Always is anything that you buy overseas is gonna be a risk. Because if something goes wrong, you buy yourself. I'm fortunate enough that if something goes wrong with my figures, I can get a replacement. But not everyone is the same. Not everyone, have the same customer service for the specifically wholesaler. Retailer overseas. But just be careful. When you do that. That's it.
Well, that answers that question from Fad Gadget about Heavy Mando.
yeah, people are getting their heavy Mandos now. So I've been seeing some cool comments, or not comments, but posts like, yes, the heavy Mando's getting shipped out. We're finally getting it. Which is good because, that it'll break my heart if mine get canceled. And I'm here like, crap, I'm done.
You don't got yours yet, bro. You don't got it. I thought you got yours already.
I'm about to pay it off. So I have other figures that I'm paying off before hitting the Heavy Mando. Heavy Mando's like I think like either this week or next week's paid off.
No, you'll love it, man. It's I couldn't
heavy.
believe it, but yeah, it's heavy.
He's thick.
He's
thick. He's a thick boy. He's a thick boy. Oh man, I can't wait because my OG Mando is getting lonely over there. He has Grogu, but he needs his bro. He needs his he needs heavy Mando, the thick bro.
I'm looking for Death Watch. That's the one I want to get.
You talking about Death Watch? Let me see. Where is he? He's been in a low. He's been the
nice
low.
Figure.
Low. There you go. Right, Death Watch.
Yeah, I've got that on order through my guy in Texas. This is a non-Sideshow order. I might grab a few more if he still has stock when I get back from vacation.
Yeah, I'm getting one more. I already have one ordered. I'm waiting for another coupon, and then I'm putting it on here. This is I think people are going to sleep on this. This one, the pre-orders have not been great. I mentioned it in my last video. I'm going through my Sideshow videos. Stock. This one has been down there for a good minute. Okay, and I don't think Hottoys is going to make a lot of these. It's gonna be tough to get when it sells out.
Yeah, and the fact that each one of them actually comes with different armor sets. So if you buy two, you can actually have them wearing two different variations of the armor.
Oh, really? Let me go check this out. Look at this.
Yeah. See, go look.
Oh wow, look at that. Yeah, you can.
Yeah.
Wow, look at that.
So yeah, you can army build and have them look different.
That's pretty cool. I didn't even notice that.
Yeah, I think this one has a recipe too. That's it's been down there. You're right. It's been down, and if it stays that way, yeah, it's going to be interesting with that one.
But wow, guys. But yeah, guys. We are going to be ending the stream in a little bit. At pretty much at 8. So if you guys have any more questions you want to hit up on now, because now we're going to go through in the comments see what you guys are.
I'll bring up the
What's up?
Before you go, bring up the Batman potential, which
Ooh,
Yeah,
Ooh, that's right.
The canceled 3.0 suit. Keaton's
The canceled.
3.0.
Oh yeah. Let me bring that up because that thing looks.
Because I would not be surprised if this suit potentially makes an appearance in Flashpoint.
Yeah. I am loving this suit that you sent me because I thought this suit was pretty cool.
Yeah, because you were saying though, like it looked like the sonar suit, right?
Yeah, it does look like the sonar suit from Batman Forever.
Yeah.
Yeah, they just switched it up. I don't know why they did that. I don't know why they ended up switching it up. There it is.
Yeah, so that was the so for Batman 3 when Keaton was still attached to being it, that was going to be his main suit for the third movie. And you can see how it kind of looks like the style that went, with Kilmer and Clooney. And that eventually went to, to the Bale suit of Generation 1. That's where it all started, where they actually started doing, like, the molded abs, and the highlights and the muscles and the different... Because if you look at the belt, it looks very similar to the Bale Batman belt.
Yeah, I could see that. Yeah, I'm very excited with what's going on with Flash because of all these confirmed actors coming back. And then we possibly going to get Bale. That'd be freaking cool.
Yeah.
Not gonna lie. I'd be very excited. Okay, Rodney's like, low bash equals buy just to flip it for twice the value because no one wanted to buy it originally. Dude,
nothing wrong with that.
There's nothing wrong with that. That at the end of the day, like, you got just make sure that the figure that you say no to, you're not gonna regret down the line. Because I've known friends that told me they regretted selling or saying no to the Justice League figure line. And
I think
look where they are now. It's sold. They're all sold out, and the hype train is up there, which puts those prices up to near no return for me. But
I think life catches up to people sometimes, and they have a full intention of, getting a figure or putting something on pre-order, or they're like, hey, you know what, I'm not going to put the non-refundable deposit down now. I mean, some people do that, some people don't, like me. Hey, I'm going to get that Tusken Raider, but I don't have it pre-ordered anywhere yet, and I can kind of get involved with everything else, and then, obviously I'm not going to get caught with that one, but I think that can happen sometimes. So, it's an original 12 back figure, and I know a lot of people know me out there that I was really into vintage. So the Tusken Raider, the Sand People is a must for me. But I don't got it pre-ordered, and the thing of it is that
why is that? Why don't you have it? Because the thing is that the Tusken Raider has been unfortunately down there in the pre-orders list. Like the hype for it is not there.
Because the way I budget, just real quickly, for a lot of people, and the putting down the deposits is a very smart and good way to budget your money, and where it is. As a matter of fact, for most people, that works out, and that's a good way to play it safe. I kind of like mentally, for me, it kind of has the adverse effect, and if I just keep putting money and charging this card or charging this and charging that, so I kind of like have everything budgeted outside, and I'll put it in a specific way unless I know that it's an exclusive or I know that something's going to happen with it. So there's so many figures and whatnot, and basically what my point is that I think that there are some collectors that do intend on getting some of the figures, but maybe, like, for instance, like just taking me for example, I love this figure. It's an original 12 back, but my mind's on Ahsoka right now.
Oh yeah,
my mind's on Bo-Katan right now. My mind is on this and that. So I think that sometimes figures that are cool that we intend on getting, can slip, can slip away. Now, for instance, like if it's a figure that I know I'm not going to get, like that Mud Trooper from Solo or a couple of the other Star Wars figures, it doesn't matter to me what's what the potential is. I'm not going to get it because I'm not a reseller and it's too much of a hassle anyway to ship and everything. I don't want to do that, but you get a lot of that for sure. People that do that for that, but
well, I'll be honest with you for this, I think it's overpriced.
It is. The 250.
I mean, this should be
without the weathering, yeah.
Yeah, this should be 215, and that might be putting a lot of people off, or a lot of people are waiting, saying, "Yeah, I might get it, but I want to see what I get for coupons. I want to use my points." You know, it's one of those things that you want to at least pay out of your pocket what you think it's worth, and so some people might just be waiting to say, "Well, this is only worth 150, so you know I've got a year to save points up," because this is, you know, unless there's a batch of pre-orders at the last minute, I don't think this is going to be a heavy Mando or IG-11 situation. It's gonna hit stock. It might not be a lot of stock, but that stock's not going to be moving very quickly.
Yeah, 250 before shipping. So you're looking at 285, 290 when you're done with it.
Well,
shipping and
for
taxes,
me,
right?
yeah, for me it would be 270. I live in New Hampshire. I don't pay tax. You know, I don't have sales tax, but still 270 without sales tax for a Tusken Raider. Like, it's people are saying no weathering. You know, for 250, you should have gotten a secondary head sculpt, you know, or something related directly to the Tuskens that differentiates from the main head sculpt.
Right. Yeah, I mean, it is definitely overpriced. I mean, I'm gonna get that one for sure. I already pre-ordered it, but not through Sideshow. And I mean, this figure, honestly, probably if you have your contacts, or if you have the retailers, you know, overseas, probably like 170, 150, 180 pushing it. Maybe you can get it for shipped. I mean, that's most likely what I'm probably gonna pay way less than this. But so this figure, for example, in the US, I think is too much. 250. I'm living in New Jersey, so we're close to New York. Taxes and shipping, at least 290, at least.
Yeah,
that's pricey.
Yeah,
almost $200.
Other than the price, but the thing is, I could work that price down with my coupons and my reward points. I'm okay. I could work this down. Okay, the price don't have issues. Now, if you're talking about Iron Man and $350 figure lines, then I gotta work a little harder with those. But here, 250 is no problem with me because I have so much points and coupons. It's not even funny with Sideshow. But the one issue I have with Tusken Raider is, unfortunately, it's too clean. He literally graduated from Tusken Raider school. No lie, no true story. He Tusken Raider University.
I know, right?
Okay, look at him. Look at that strapping lad.
No
right
weathering
here.
whatsoever. Yeah.
No weathering whatsoever.
he's fresh meat for the dragon.
This is the new recruit version.
The new recruit.
Yeah.
Yes.
Now, here's the thing, though. Joking, they're probably going to release a battle damage version of this.
Get out of here! No.
Well, then why does Din Djarin
It's 255
with two Jawas
Listen.
in a
If
3-pack.
you look at the pictures, you know, where they show Season 2 Mando, he has on his belt clip the detonator from when he goes in and blows up the dragon. He's got like a clip in the detonator, you know, from the Bantha. He's got that on his belt. So
get out of here.
I would not put that out of the realm of possibility. They come with a
that's
damage
probably
version.
why. That's probably why they gave you the clean, you know, new recruit version here, because then they can give you the battle one.
Get out of
No,
here.
it's an army build. This might be like a display army build, or you need different versions of it. You know, who knows? They do a townsfolk version next.
Oh my God! Or the Tusken children and the women. You give you a whole display. Give you a whole display of women Tusken and children Tusken for your Anakin slaughter.
Oh, you need a
Still
little
give me
box
another
too,
gun.
then.
Yeah, I know, right?
Yep.
No, get out of here. To answer a few questions that I need to get back to. Songwriter. This is the Rogue One Darth Vader. So I have 3 Darth Vaders at the moment. I have a 4th one. I'm about to pay that off. That's the ESB Vader. I got the quarter scale Vader up here. I got the Dark Side Anakin, which is also a Vader considered. And then I got the Rogue One Darth Vader, and then I have the Return of the Jedi Darth Vader from Sideshow, like the Sideshow version over here in the back. So yeah, I have like right now I got 3 Vaders, so I'm about to get a 4th one. So yeah, I'm army building Vaders. It's ridiculous. It's freaking ridiculous. Oh yeah, songwriter. Yes, Vader. The Rogue One Vader is definitely the best one, in my opinion, next to the ESB Vader, no doubt.
That's sure you're going to have a Return of the Jedi Vader to go with your army there.
Oh my God, I just can't wait for that. I just can't wait.
Obi-Wan Vader.
Then I wonder if the Hottoys will ever do a concept series like they did with DC and Marvel, where again you'll see the Ralph McQuarrie C-3PO, the Ralph McQuarrie Vader. You see Starkiller instead of Skywalker. You see the Chewie version that actually looks like Zeb in Rebels.
All I'll say about that, Don, is you know how good they did with the animated Boba Fett, that novelty item. Just saying, I think you're onto something there.
Because Sideshow's done that. Sideshow's done the McQuarrie. They've done statues of the McQuarrie Stormtrooper and McQuarrie Boba Fett, and those things sold out super quick. So,
cut off arm 2. Why not? There you go. Yeah, I mean,
right. What about doing a battle damage Anakin, like in the last battle with Obi-Wan when they got all the hand burned off, all that.
DX Dante, DX one,
like
make a DX Anakin, make a DX Anakin. I'm telling you, before the Avengers.
DX Anakin,
yes,
right. And then have it like maybe the helmet and anything that you can actually suit it up as Vader. That would be sick, man.
Or like include a back tank or the droids that rebuild in them in the table.
Yeah, that too.
Incredible. I mean,
oh my God.
I mean, there's
you can do anything at this point.
Yeah, but then there's talks that we might be getting a bow damaged Captain America for Endgame as well. So
yeah, see that in 2024.
See, at 2024. Yeah, I don't know. They might push that a little further out, don't you think? A little closer to maybe 2022 at the end of it.
I mean, at this point, if it was going to happen, I mean, unless they're intentionally holding out because of all the shipping issues, I think you already heard about it. I mean, unless, again, the caveat being with there being a San Diego Comic-Con, even though it's only a 3-day event at Thanksgiving. I mean, I potentially see some weird things maybe announced or, for sale both at the convention and online for those, because trying to get back into a little bit of normalcy.
Right. So more like an exclusive stuff, right? Like it's just, they announce it and it's released the next day or something like that.
Yeah, stuff like that.
A Comic-Con exclusive.
Well, I mean, technically Darkside Anakin is Anakin with a remolded head and a different base and a few different accessories. So I could see them doing something like that where it's not a completely new figure. It's only minor R&D, minor money in production, differentiate from an obviously established mold.
Right.
Hey, Don Prime, I'm loving your Revenge of the Sith play in the background.
Yeah, I mean, actually, I wanted to stop you guys because I was watching the part where when he says unlimited power. I was actually watching it.
No, that's some good stuff. Now, guys, we're 7 minutes before we'll end the stream. You guys have any more questions? Just let us know. The one thing I wanted to hit up on, Peter Lamb. We're about to end the stream, man. We're about to end the stream. And yes, my table it's a little table, and I got I barely got space here. But I could fit a good amount of figures. If I didn't have my computer over here, I could fit a good amount of figures over here in this table. I use this table to clean my figures anyway. So,
listen, guys, Falcon tonight. Falcon next Tuesday, next week, some point. I think we're going to get. There's going to be some figures.
It's going to be Falcon this week. It is.
That's what yeah. I mean, are we going to get a Star Wars one with it this week? They're going to wait till next week. I know we're going to get a couple more before May 4th.
No, I think they're waiting. I think they're waiting for May the 4th week.
Yeah, I think that this coming Monday, we're going to see the remaining Falcon Winter Soldier figures. They're just going to do whatever's coming. We're going to see it, and then the next week is going to start Star Wars. Well, now again, does Hot Toys have a deal with Sideshow because Sideshow's doing it for a whole week? That are they going to release one figure a day? Are they going to release multiples on May 4th and then a Sith or Imperial stuff on May 5th? I mean, there's so many different ways they could run with this. Again, Sideshow's doing a whole week of Star Wars Day.
Okay, guys. Good question to end the stream here. Rob Swallow is asking, "What's the next Hot Toy that goes waitlisted?" I'm gonna open up the board. Start with you, Don. What you say?
The one that's already been waitlisted and came back into stock like 3 or 4 times today. ESP 40th Fett. I mean, not Fett. Vader. I'm saying he might literally be sold out tomorrow. No more waitlist. No more nothing by tomorrow night. Again, by our count, he's already gone to waitlist 3 or 4 times since 3 o'clock today, and then mysteriously a few more figures are found. So, yeah.
Dante?
I've been saying this for a while. I mean, I don't think it's gonna be like right now, but I can see the 2-pack Boba Fett getting, being gone before it is actually in stock.
Really?
Yeah,
You're the
I have
first
a feeling
one, man. Well, that I heard. Yep.
I just have a feeling that something is gonna happen. But just before we go to the next one, I have also a feeling that we're gonna hear about Falcon and the U.S. agent this week before Friday or by Friday. Just put that out there.
Wow. Yeah, U.S. agent. I could see the black suit. Coming in. For the end, because I don't think they're gonna do the blue suit. I think they're gonna go straight villain black suit, and I'll still, as long as they give me the red Captain America bloody shield, I'm gonna go for that figure. Know that.
It won't be that shield. If he's wearing the black suit, it's gonna be his homemade version with his 3 metal.
They can throw that accessory in. They can just throw it in. Come on. If they could throw us Grogu's every Mandalorian figure, they could throw us a damn Captain America shield for some blood. Okay.
It might cost more to make the Captain American shield, especially if it's metal, than Grogu.
Get out of here. Get out of here, Don. Okay. Aries, don't ruin my dreams, Don. Aries, go.
Well, besides Vader, that's basically gone. Like Don's saying, that's gone. Going in and out today, it's gone. 40th Fett's going. Qui-Gon's going. IG-11's going. I know we didn't get to it today. Well, we'll certainly talk about it on Saturday. Freaking guys, for sure. But Rex is I have a funny feeling about Rex. I don't like it. I don't like what's going on right now with that. I just don't think it's going to sit. I don't even know if that one's even going to make it in stock, quite honestly, because I'll bring up this point to close. We were talking about production and capacity and COVID-19, and it's always difficult, I think, regularly to just increase production out of the blue. And I think depending on how Hot Toys, how they're handling COVID and how they're handling their sanctions and how they have things scheduled, and they may not be able to put another 10,000 batches. Because remember, it takes 2 weeks for them to just do a head sculpt with Hot Toys the way that they're operating right now. So I think probably, here's what I'm going to say. I think most probably it's going to get in stock and it's not going to be an issue. But I think that there is my fingers are small, but a small potential that Rex could surprise us. So if you want that figure and you haven't pre-ordered it or whatever, I would just maybe jump on it. That's all I got.
I feel you on that. Pretty much for the Marvel side, I say Black Widow, Deluxe, Hawkeye. That could be next. Let me see who else in that list. I still gotta go through that list again for the Marvel, but those are my 2 right now for Marvel. And then, as for Star Wars, ESB 40 Boba Fett, IG-11. Let me see who else for Star Wars. I think as of right now, those are my 2 right now for the waitlisted. scene, because especially figures that have almost a year into the release. I think Qui-Gon's at 6 months, but the thing is, I don't think a lot of people pre-ordered Qui-Gon either, so that one can hit that wait list pretty soon as well. That's another figure you don't want to sleep on.
No.
Anything in Star Wars, you should not sleep on.
Yeah, exactly.
Pretty much, Ahsoka's selling well as well, so who knows?
Number one.
Nah,
Yep.
We shall see.
Put that out there.
We shall see, guys. But anyway, guys, we are pretty much done for tonight's stream. I just noticed that freaking Sideshow got their stream going. I'm here like, I didn't know Sideshow had a stream going today. God, I would have rescheduled. but anyway, guys, what's up?
Do they? I didn't know.
I think I got a notification like an hour ago that they had a freaking stream going. So
they're probably gonna talk about the Batman and Beyond figure or something like that.
Yeah, something like that. Which is another one. That's another one you don't want to sleep on. So that there's already low batches for that. No one pre-ordered that either. But anyway, guys, thank you for staying, checking us out for today. Well, tonight anyway. We are going to be streaming again on Saturday on Aries 6 Scale Cantina channel. That's going to be a lot of fun. I can't wait. Who else do we have there for that Saturday?
Yeah, it's going to be bang up. We got you, man. The Nate Meister. We got Dante right here, man of Hot Collectibles. We got Mike from the Action Figure Cave. Heck, we're going to have Don. Aren't you going to be in Disney or something like that? Or
Yeah, no. I'm leaving. I'm leaving Friday morning, so I'll be gone till like the next week. Till basically I'll come back for like May the 4th.
But I mean, you could be reporting live from Disney, right? You could like phone in, like we're at a whole like this.
Oh yeah, I mean,
here.
like as soon as I check in, I'll have to go to Universal and convert my ticket, to the actual hard ticket. But I'll be going to Disney Springs, doing a little bit of shopping, maybe picking up a few items for our, followers to give away. But I'm gonna try and take some videos, like at the comic book shop specifically, and Universal, both Islands of Adventure and in Studios, because they once in a while have some stuff that shock that they even still have, and sometimes it's decent price.
Right.
Yeah, and you might find some Bad Batch posters there or something like that, and but yeah, we're gonna it's gonna be great. We're gonna have Mike, Nate, and Dante on again Saturday 6 o'clock. So looking forward to that, guys. Looking forward to having you on at this Saturday. It's gonna be bang up event.
Right.
And Dante, you got one, right? We got one Friday.
Yeah, I'm actually gonna have one on my channel as well on Friday. I'm gonna have Aries as well. I'm gonna have myself, and I have a special guest. He's actually a person who does custom diorama pieces. So it will be kind of nice to see what he has to offer, because he does a very nice Star Wars Marvel diorama pieces. So he will be also on my channel. It's just gonna be Aries, myself, and Metamorphic Customs for now. Friday at 8:30 p.m. Did I say 8:30 or 8?
Yeah. Sorry, I can't make the stream. Sorry, I can't make the stream, man. Because
8:30.
I'll be going to work.
8:30.
Yeah. I'll be going to work by then. So.
Yeah, and I mean, I used to do streams like a weekly, but then because work and all the people availability was kind of hard for me to do it of the weekends. But now I'm gonna start doing it like more frequent as well. But I'm gonna basically play around with you guys' schedule, because I know you have your streaming, and I don't like to kind of like do it the same time as you guys. I just want to kind of like you guys first, me.
Yep.
That's
coordination.
Watch and then.
No, we got you.
Coordination, correct. That's the word.
Yeah, we're all having fun, and we're all in this together, so it should be a lot of fun. I can't wait for that. But anyway, guys, hope to see you all on the next stream, and then next week we're gonna be doing Tuesday and Wednesday stream again for next week, so that should be a lot of fun. And I hope to see you guys. So see you all there, and especially these streams this week.
Yep. All right, thanks everyone for showing up. Appreciate it.
Later, guys, and hasta the frickin' vista.
Have a good one, folks. See you in a week.